Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new collaboration for 2021. There's a small group of us that are part of the FAB for crafting tools. This one is hosted by Paige, who is Stamp Girl, and myself. And the idea is to dig out your dies, punches, embossing folders, and masks. Masks are also known as stencils, in case you've never heard them called masks before. Now, some of us are Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, so we may be mostly using Stampin' Up! I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and for this month I did use Stampin' Up! And I think for next month, but I have things in my stash that I'll be digging into throughout the year as well that aren't Stampin' Up! So it's going to be a mixture for me. I suspect it'll be a mixture for some of the others as well, and some it will be only Stampin' Up! So anyway, that is what we're doing. So let me show you what I used, and then I'll show you my and we're mostly making cards, but I guess it could be anything really. I pulled out this new Handsomely Suited bundle. It's more for the men in your life. I'm going to move the camera up just a tad, and sorry for the glare. So yeah, but I used it a little differently, and I did use just this stamp, and I used the dies. I used the little pocket, the bow, this long piece here, and this piece right here. So the pocket, the long piece, the bow on the second card, and this piece on the first card. And I also used a new Celebration Host stamp set, which you can get if you either place an order of 300 or more, or have a party between now. It would have to close by February 28th because Celebration only goes till February 28th. But it goes with the rectangular postage stamp punch, the new double oval punch, which I'll show you in a minute. And it does go with the Heartfelt Punch Duo, but it does not, this does not work with the punch. I've tried it with both sizes and it does not work with it, but the sentiments do fit in the heart. This one and this one also, and probably this one too would fit in the heart. So they will punch out, you can stamp them and punch out the sentiments, but this design, you can stamp it, but it does not work with the punch, even though the Celebration brochure sort of indicates it does. And I'm just letting you know it doesn't. Okay, so the next thing I used is the Lace Dynamic Textured Impressions embossing folder. This is in the Stampin' Up! Annual catalog. I believe it's still in there. I hope so. Anyway, it's 151815 is the new number. I bought it back in 2019, and I forgot, this is one I don't use very often. It is a deep impression. So yeah, this is when Stampin' Up! Was still using Sizzix as when I got it, and I've used it a few times but not very often, so I wanted to get some use out of it. I also used the Subtles embossing folder. I did use the double oval punch, which is new. It's 154242, and that's it on the first card, I think. So let me show you what I also used a little bit of this pink Blushing Bride twine that's in the Snail Mail twine combo pack. That's in the 2021 January to June mini catalog on page 55. And I did use this Love You Always Blushing Bride ribbon. It's in the Love You Always Suite. It's metallic ribbon, 3/8 inch. And it has like gold with Blushing Bride on the edges. So I did use both of those for the first card. And the second one, I didn't use any ribbon. Now for paper, on the first card, I only used white, which would be basic white now. I used Whisper White because that's what I had. And Blushing Bride cardstock and Blushing Bride ink. Oh, and I did also use gold metallic pearls from the metallic pearls set in the annual catalog. So here's my first card, and I used gold foil also, I forgot to mention that, and crumb cake cardstock. So I cut a 3" by 4" strip of card. I actually had a scrap that was exactly that size, and that's what I wanted. And I ran it through the lace, I'm gonna forget the name, lace dynamic textured embossing folder. Anyway, it'd be like a lace 3D embossing folder. And then I used the long strip in the man I can't remember the names, guys, I'm sorry. The one that's for Handsomely Suited, the dies are called, I can't read that, short and tie dies? Suit and tie dies. This long strip here I used also, and I actually had another piece of the same length of paper, and I took the die and put it, you know, like halfway or partway down the paper twice, and put it in the embossing folder the same place I had the other piece in, so that it lined up perfectly on the sleeves as it did on the actual sweater. Then this is Whisper White, or Basic White now. That is this die here, like a shirt collar popping out from under. And here's the pocket, which I wasn't too sure about putting the pocket on a lady's sweater, but I wanted to stamp the heart that was in the oval punch party pack and put it on the pocket. And then this is from the punch party stamp set, A Heartfelt Thanks for Everything, which I stamped in Versamark and heat embossed it with white embossing powder. And then this little decoration here is from the punch party stamp set, and I cut these out obviously with the punch duo. This one in the small one in Blushing Bride, and then this one in the white that was stamped with Blushing Bride. The background is where I use the subtle embossing folder, and then that is 5 1/4 by 4, and then I made a gold rectangle in gold foil from Stampin' Up, and that is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and that just made it pop. And then here I took that twine, and I just didn't like the white against the white, and actually I had to cut with scissors the piece of sweater that was showing through here. And so to make it pop a little more, I just glued down a little bit of the twine to make it look like a little trim on the collar, or a necklace perhaps, and then a little pearl on the end of the necklace. And then I put some of the pearls across the pocket, in the heart, and then 2 more here. And the ribbon is just going across the top and bottom to sort of frame the sweater. So I turned the well-suited manly stamp set and dies into a feminine one, because I don't have a lot of men in my life, guys, so I tend to use more of the lady stuff. So that is what I did. So 2 embossing folders, a punch, and dies for all of the pocket, the collar, and the sleeves of the sweater. And then inside I took a strip of foil and put ribbon over that, the same kind of way I did on the front, and just a piece of the white card. So that's card number 1. Then the second card, I used the heart punch pack, heart punch duo, and that's in the annual catalog if you're interested. I believe the number is 151292. So one heart is a little larger and scalloped, and one is plain. And let me and then I also used the Dainty Diamonds 3D embossing folder. And so I have, and the die I used in this one was the larger of the 2 bow ties, and I used the coordinating stamp, which is polka dots. So let me show you what I do with that. So I used an embossing folder, 2 punches, and a die. And I think this came out really cute. So this is on Melon Mambo cardstock. This paper is the True Love. Hang on. True Love Designer Series paper. It's all black and white. There's a flower on the other side of this paper. I'm not going to get it all out and show it to you right now, but it's in the 2021 mini catalog, January to June. And then these I stamped out in black Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I die cut them, and then I colored this one in light and dark Melon Mambo from the Stampin' Blends, which are Stampin' Up's alcohol markers. They're in the annual catalog, and that's in Melon Mambo. And then this is out of the Punch Pack stamp set. I stamped You Make My Heart Happy, and I punched that on white cardstock, and then the scallop heart I just punched on basic black card. I also did put a piece of basic black card behind this piece, which is what went through the Dainty Diamonds embossing folder, and then the polka dots in the back. So that is the front. And oh, and these are actually they're not the basic rhinestones. They're actually, let me see if I can find them. I think I put them away, or yeah, here they are. They are the Elegant Faceted Gems. They're from the Peony set in the annual catalog, and I use these clear ones, but they have a facet to them. There, you can see them. So on this one, I colored it with the Stampin' Blends in Melon Mambo, and these two I colored them with the light. I should have used the dark, but I used the light basic black to color those because I wanted them to sparkle still like this one did, but I felt like I needed black against there, and the clear just didn't. I actually colored them on here, so I was really careful because the clear just wasn't doing it for me. So I wanted it to look more like the black polka dots on the back, but have some shine to it. And then on the inside, I just stamped 2 hearts out of the Punch Party stamp set and put a piece of the paper in. So those are my, let me move these out of the way, my 2 cards for Fab 4 for the month of January. We post on the 20th of each month at 10 a.m. Eastern. So I hope you'll come back and see us again in February on the 20th and see what we've come up with using our dies, punches, embossing folders, and masks. We're not required to use all 4 on a card. There's no minimum, well, other than 1 of something of making. So some people might make, you know, hundreds. No, I'm kidding. Multiples. I'll just say multiples. And some people might only make 1 card or tag or whatever. I think most of us will probably be making cards, but I could be wrong. And just having fun with these various things. I already have I only have 1 card for February, but I think you'll like it, I hope. And I think I used everything on that one. Yep, I did. So you'll have to come back and see that one next time. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Be sure to check out all the links down below the video and hop over to see the other participants and what they made for Fab 4 crafting tools. All right, guys, have a fun day. Bye.